Hey folks, Glisten here. I'm back in Skull and Bones and kind of just wanted to talk about the game while playing a little bit, go over things. The first update went out about a week ago, and I have been playing the game some, but you've also probably noticed I've been playing a little Helldivers as well. Uh, so Skull and Bones, it's not really gotten a great reputation. Due in large part to the in-game content with the helm and everything else that's kind of going on. Yeah, the helm, it's a nice concept, you know, throwing this in of, hey, you gotta kind of do this other stuff to get your in-game gear as opposed to just going and looting it, like you do in most games, or crafting it yourself. Instead, you got to do missions to try and progress and do some combat, and if you want to, some PvP. The problem is it's still pretty poorly implemented. So you got these supply deals, you go and go do those to get some easy resources. And then you've also got these order contracts to go and, get some pieces of aid. And they did increase the order contracts from 4 to 6. However, the 2 of them are now roving, so they can, it's ships out on the sea, but they don't actually move. It's just ships on the sea. And so far, their only location I've seen has been right here in the southern basin. So, yeah, it's not all that great. And even worse is this. Not smart. Best. There we go, the helm screen. You can go and take over all the territory in all 3 parts of the world. It costs you pieces of 8 to unlock stuff and to build them up in order to produce more pieces of 8. And then you have to manually sail around and get every single port's resource pieces of 8. That is tedious. Yeah, I only have Red Isle so far, and I do a route where I actually start from up here. And I progress through here, go all the way down and around, hitting up all of these, and then over here, catch these, back here, and finally to St. Anne. That takes about an hour. Nobody wants to spend an hour just sailing around to gather currency. You're not fighting, you're not doing anything, you're just sailing around. Although the pirate ships do show up, but when you kill them, you don't get anything from them. They're usually empty when it comes to cargo. So what's the point in having pirate ships attack you if you can't get anything out of them? That's just a really big waste. There is, the smuggler pass is now out. You can do the missions in order to get the bark blueprint, a cat that'll go on your ship in place of the lemur, and different just different stuff. But you also have the premium version, which you buy the game. If you bought the $80 version, or you subscribe, you get the premium for free. But it doesn't seem all that worth it with a lot of the stuff. I mean, there's some decent things, but everything's cosmetic. So on the one hand, that kind of sucks, but on the other, it's good to know that you aren't having to actually pay to progress in this game. Everything that you could want or need to progress, is available for free after you just buy the game itself. You just have to do the missions and everything to progress and get this up. So, it's not that bad. The challenges are okay. Some of them are a little weird, like, let's see, which one? Yeah, this one, cook 50 food. I cooked 50 food and it didn't count. I don't know why, it just didn't. And then I was putting stuff out of my inventory back into storage, and all of a sudden the mission completed. So that's really weird. Some things I'd like to see in this game is really improving the helm, make it more useful. When the game first came out and during open beta, there was the bug where everyone was constantly getting notifications of you've crossed the helm. Well, that usually happened when you would do the mission to get the supply deal from the ships, which are usually up over here. And if you accidentally rammed them or shot them for any reason, you crossed the helm and you were stuck like that for an hour for it to time out. What they need to do is change that mechanic. Yeah, have it so that you can go and attack those ships to get the loot, as well as the other ones for trading in the resources. And when you cross the helm, don't have pirates randomly slowly spawn to attack you. Instead, maybe give the player a permanent PvP flag, or semi-permanent, and have other players hunt them. The advantage of doing that is it encourages PvP, because there's people who want a PvP, so they will be happy to go and get themselves flagged as a PvP target. The results of that is you got all these other players like, okay, well, I can go hunt them and get some kind of reward. Well, make the reward pieces of 8. Make it worthwhile to do it too. Don't make it like 50 pieces, because that's not worth it. And probably increase it over time. The longer someone remains without being hunted and taken out, increase the reward so that more people are going to want to attack them. And make it so that they cannot automatically attack others. Instead, someone has to attack them first. That way, if someone's not into, trying to hunt them down, they don't have to. But if they want to, they can. Those are just, some of the issues going on, some of my thoughts about it. This game does have a lot of potential. It's just, will it live up to it? Right now, I feel like this game has not got the population that it really needs. Part of the problem too is the servers have a maximum of 18 people. You're not gonna see a whole lot of people when you only have 18 on a single map. Because these maps are massive. Just doing this delivery right now, it's gonna take me probably 20 minutes to get there and to deliver to here and to deliver to there. I'm not gonna be carrying the stuff I need on me because it takes too much space and I want to go fast. So I'm actually gonna stop here, grab the stuff, drop it off at these two, and then go on here. So if they could find a way to double or even quadruple the population on a given server so that there's more people around. You can group up each much easier and stuff. That would be great. And even more importantly, fix this. There's no way for players in the game to communicate with each other. Not at all. What this means is we have to communicate outside the game. And if you don't know a bunch of people who are already playing, how are you going to find someone to really communicate with? You aren't. You're just going to have to randomly group up, randomly send friend requests, and, you know, hope others will actually join you and play with you. That's just a bit of my thoughts on the game. It's definitely got its potential. It's not a perfect game, not by a long shot, but what game really is on launch? I mean, look at Helldivers. That game is so popular, but it's had so many issues. The first 2 weeks or so, people couldn't really even play. They couldn't join the servers. In this game, you know, people could play, they could join the servers, they just may not enjoy it quite so much because of all the other issues, especially the bug of you cross the helm. So yeah, it's, you know, like I said, it's got its potential. We just have to hope the devs actually pay attention to player response, player feedback, and make the most out of it. Otherwise, they kind of shoot themselves in the foot, and this game would be over. But yeah, like I said, I am going to go and turn these in, and doing that will give me a good idea of the actual player base count, because whenever you do these helm turn-in missions, it tells you, or it updates your ranking with the helm based on what other players have turned stuff in. Alright, so I just turned in these contracts. Like I said, it's probably been about 4 or 5 days at least since I've done so. We'll see how my rank went up, and oh, there we go. 4,700 is what I'd gone down to, I guess, from not being that active. So there's probably 60, 70, maybe 80,000 actual people still active in this game. That's probably a lot less than they're claiming. I thought I saw something the other day talking about 1 million players active, but I can't see 1 million people playing this game actively. I can't even see that there were 1 million people who purchased the game, because it got so much bad press right at the beginning.
An outpost, Captain! Ahead of us! Captain! Here, there's a chance!
Yeah. Yeah, the top ranks is going to be your typical farmers. People who, you know, they don't work for a living, they just play games all day long. Whereas people who work, we get on the game, we play, we have fun, but we can't do it all day, every day. We just don't have time for it. You got a life and you gotta work. Now you got things to do, right? Wait, what? Why is it saying way up? Oh, you're kidding me. Okay, yeah, so I went. Eh, all right. Yep. That's my own fault. I didn't pay attention because locations do change. I was thinking it was over here because of the roaming ones. All right. Well, yeah, at this time, I just don't have. It's not that I don't have good things to say about the game. It's fun. I like playing it. I like doing the plunders and stuff. They just really need to fix a lot of things, especially the in game communications, for people to really enjoy the game. I mean, this is a cross platform game, and people are supposed to play cross platform, but people have no way at all of communicating with each other in any platform. That just, I don't know what to say other than that really ruins the game experience in a game where you're supposed to be co oping on pretty much everything. Uh, I mean, I hope they get it fixed. I hope they really improve this game because this is one I splurged. I spent the money for the, premium bundle version, whatever, because I plan to play it. I liked the game when I was playing it in open beta. Um, I have yet to even complete the campaign missions, just because I've been doing other stuff in the game. And I'm not really a completionist, but yet I'm still trying to complete as much as I can because I'm enjoying it. It's just too many issues they still gotta address. Anyways, folks, if you decide to get it, it's up to you. If you think it's not worth it, you know, I get it. This game is not without its faults. No game ever is, but this one is really kind of they've screwed up and messed around a lot in the beginning when they shouldn't have. Instead of I don't know what they really did while it was in development. I never really paid attention to it, but you know, well, if you happen to be in game and you want to team up with me ever, just reach out to me on Steam or in Discord. I mean, not Steam, but on Discord or on YouTube, and we can communicate and see about grouping up. Give you some more people to play with. Give me some more people to play with. It's my friend list is 3 people. None of them are online. So, yeah. Well, it's been fun. I'll catch you next time. Happy sailing.